Already to easily challenge Black Dusk Cloud, Flashbang Frenzy, one shot, and no explosives. There's going to be Flashbang Frenzy, which is a bit unfortunate since it doesn't really matter until we get into a Flashbang loop, in which case it most definitely is going to matter. Aside from that, there's one shot, which means that we're bringing a sniper and a shotgun. And even though we could technically bring a thumper, it's no explosives, which means that that's not really a viable strategy. So instead, we're just going to, well, essentially, bring a lot of explosives, and it's going to go just fine. Do not rush towards me right now, this is not the time. No, we're not doing this, alright? Just no. Well, that's that clear. The 3 units didn't take a lot of time, but the 1 last unit took way too much time. But regardless, we're gonna grab that ammunition that we really do not need right now. And then we're gonna clear everyone over there, and it's going to go just fine. So essentially, the plan is we're just gonna use a blowtorch breach, and then eventually, at some point in the future, we're gonna grab a bunch of C4s that we can find downstairs or just in the armory, and that's gonna work out just fine. So, hi there, CBRCs. That's not very welcoming, so I'm just going to run through here. Thank you for missing, and then we're gonna go through here. And then this is the first part where no explosives is going to manifest itself, since we're gonna have to breach that, and unfortunately we can't just use a thumper and breach that instead, which is a bit unfortunate. I hear breaching behind me, which means that essentially, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're not gonna post up over here later on. We're just gonna back away, go over here instead, because units are gonna be showing up from over here instead. Which is a bit unfortunate, since this area is so much more claustrophobic when it comes to trying to rectify those flashbangs, which I can't say I'm really looking forward to, so we're just gonna vaguely clear everything over there, use marks to our advantage, and just hopefully not have everything over there, which so far we seem to have vaguely cleared everything over there, which I would say is a nice thing, so we're just gonna leave it at that and just say that it's a nice thing. And now hopefully we've got a bit of a break for now, since units are not going to show up relatively soon, and that's kind of just what we're going to hope for, because that's kind of how this is going to go, which seems relatively obvious, so that's what we're going to do, and well, that's kind of how this is going to work. But hopefully we won't get another squad showing up relatively soon, and we're just going to be able to run through here, but first we're going to... So I've been spared from the flashbang, so we're just going to leave it at that. We're going to quickly check upstairs over there, which there is absolutely nothing. And then we're going to go through here. How delightful. Then we're going to find 2 C4s over there, which means that we're not going to deal with anything over there, which means that effectively we're not going into the armory, since we very much do not need to. So as we wait over here for any units to potentially show up behind us, which will not be great. And I already hear breaching, which is always helpful. We're just gonna do that over there. We're gonna place a C4, or more accurately, a bomb over here. Then we're just gonna, well, have Cyber post up over there. And very bravely just start... I would not advise whatever's going on over there. That's not a good plan. We can just go downstairs. It is so much more clear over there. We should just go through here instead, which seems like a much better idea. For some reason. Just can't figure out what the reason is. I mean, I've already got everything I need, and a thermite. And I'm not getting shot so far, which is always nice. There's a bit of silliness here, but you know what? It's working out just fine, so if you could just kindly move over here, because I am currently getting flanked by 3 different sides. Things will, in theory, go quite well. Why are you still going down? Just out of curiosity, no. For the sake of... Well, that was useful, wasn't it? Right then, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna post up over here, since there are gonna be units coming down through here. All from behind as well, which... Of course I turn around just to get flashbang. That's always what I want. We're gonna let it clear for a bit. Then we're just gonna have Cyber figure out whatever's going on over there. Right then, we're just gonna go back over here and, well, rectify the 2 units. Those are shotguns, actually. I'm grabbing that ammunition since eventually we're gonna want it. And then we're just going to go upstairs and it's gonna go just fine. Sure. I'm going away, thank you very much. Goodbye. This works out just fine and, well, we're not going to face any problems. For the most part. I mean, that's kind of how this is ideally going to go. So we're gonna leave it at that. Say hi to the... do the whole missing horrendously thing, which... I can't say it's really ideal, but you know what? It's working out just fine, so we're just going to leave it at that over there, which... Right now would be a great time to heal up, but I've got a bunch of shotgun ammunition that I want to grab, since... it's shotgun ammunition, it'll be vaguely useful later on, so we're just gonna leave it at that. And we're just going to have it be, well, vaguely useful later on. But right now is a great time to open this up over here, run through here since there are CBRCs downstairs over there, and then just avoid them like it's... well, I just don't want to get near them since they're CBRCs, and, well, if there's a squad of them, that's going to happen even with 1 unit, so if we get a squad of them, things are going to end really, really badly, really, really quickly, which I can't say is very, very much ideal, so we're just going to hopefully avoid those units. Grab this drill over here, realize that that's not actually open, which means that we have to run through here, and then just hopefully avoid literally everything that's going on over here, which... I can't say it's great right now, but you know what, things are working out just fine. So you know what, let's not complain too much about it, let's heal up, and even though we've got a terribly low amount of, well, resources, things are going to go vaguely fine so far. Even though I can't say that 2 medkits is a really, really nice thing to have, since that's not really great for surviving. But we can just go through here. We can place a C4 over here. We can quickly back down over here, detonate that, go up through here, and then hopefully not encounter anyone, which is kind of the ideal over here, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Hopefully not meet anyone. And it's going to go just fine, which... once we let our screen regenerate, we're just gonna go through here. Not meet anyone so far, which I have to say is a great thing. Not so much a great thing anymore, is it? But now that we've cleared all of that, we can just go through here. Well, I mean, we could always just ignore that 1 unit since we really don't have to deal with it. Before going through here, going downstairs over here, realizing that that bag is actually vaguely important for what I'm trying to do. So we're just gonna go down through here, grab the 2 bombs over here, and then run back in through here before encountering anyone else, well, hopefully. And that's one way of taking care of things, so we're just gonna do exactly that. Before running all the way through here instead, grabbing a few medkits, and then effectively just staying alive. Kind of how things ideally work over... Goodbye. I'm going the other way. Seems rather obvious as to why. And I'm going over here. I'm grabbing that medkit. And well, unfortunately, things are really suboptimal for what I'm trying to do right now, which I can't say is ideal, but you know what? We can just sneak up over here. Hopefully not if any units show up behind us, which would be quite unfortunate. Then when that raises, quickly, very, very quickly, try and clear whatever's going on over there, which, judging from the flashbangs behind, isn't really promising already. So we're just gonna sneak up behind here, start healing up, and then we're gonna stay alive, get shot from behind by CBRCs, presumably, and that's the daily challenge, and it's just under 9 minutes. Those CBRCs are not appreciated. Cheers everyone, have a great time.